Yes, I've got something terrible to show you, and it involves spicy creators. They're at it again. Can you remember that trend that was going around YouTube where people were DMing 100 strangers to see what would happen? Well, spicy creators have took this to a new level as they're telling people that they're sleeping with 100 strangers in one night. I wish I was kidding. This is like a new blueprint for success, and the two main people that are carrying this trend forward are these two, who we previously made a video on when they filmed the queue of people that were queuing up to sleep with them. Well, now they're taking that to the new level, so let's have a little look. So one of the girls called Lily basically explained how she slept with 100 people in one night.
Yesterday I did 100 on my own.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Actually,
I saw that.
101.
Not saw it, but yeah.
She was there.
How did you see it?
She was undercover as one of the guys.
I saw the when you were advertising it.
Sorry, like, you know, to the ladies out there, is that like something that you're like, go on lass, well done, doing it for us, getting the numbers up? Is that something that you're kind of like champion? I'm interested to know. She got a lot of hate for this, so she basically came out and kind of told us the reasons why she's doing it.
So on Saturday, I got run through by 101 guys. Now, I've had a lot of backlash so far about it, and I've seen some of the videos and I see your side. Like, I am not trying to encourage other girls to be doing that, like if they don't want to and feel like they have to do that. But my side is like, I'm just a girl trying to enjoy myself, trying to have fun.
Are you actually enjoying yourself if you're sleeping with 100 people in one night? I feel like that would just be painful. Honestly, like, I'm really trying to see this from her point of view, but I just don't feel like you can enjoy that. I said this in the last video. How does the timings even work? Like 100 in a night? I need somebody to like work this out in like an Excel spreadsheet. I need some formulas on the go. I have no idea how this is even possible.
This is fun to me. This is what I enjoy. No one is forcing me to do this. And I feel like we're going back in time to where women are getting shamed for being a sluzzer, when I thought that's what we were trying to get away from.
Oh, she's kind of put that back on you now. It's kind of our fault for shaming her for this. Oh, the turntables. To be fair, I feel like anyone would get shamed for that no matter what their gender was. Like, I feel like if I came on here and went, oh, by the way, I slept with 100 girls last night, I feel like you'd be like, oh, it's a little bit wrong, Cam, isn't it? Like, can you not just have a takeaway and watch maths? Is married at first sight not good enough for you? Gotta have 100 girls, have you? I feel like you are actually kind of sending girls back in time. Like, people are standing up now. The ladies are taking their power back. I feel like she's single-handedly trying to like reclaim some of that. So she's kind of wanting to let us know how the whole process works. So she's basically vlogged this entire thing, not the actual shagging. That would be horrific. Don't think she'd have time, right? She'd be a great multitasker.
Morning. So today is the day where I get run through by 100 guys.
How many condoms I have?
Bro, why are they in like a sealed bag? I have never seen so many condoms in the same room. This is like a P. Diddy party. Like, what happens? Like, is she just handing them out? Like, you know when it was your birthday and you used to hand out sweets at the door? People just on the way in, just picking one out? This would surely, like, what men are signing up for this? Especially like if there's only like 4 condoms left, are you not going to be like, oh, okay, well, this is just not for me? Good pre-match meal.
There now. We have to do a little bit of a late start, but that's fine. I've got time to make it back up.
How are you doing?
Imagine staying in this room after this girl. Like, I would want to know. I feel like the hotel should let you know that. Like, oh, by the way, a girl slept with 100 men in one night here, like the night before you went in that bed. So enjoy it. The memory foam mattress, don't worry. Everything sinks. That was terrible. I don't know where that made me want to be sick. Why did that even come out my mouth?
How many are we on?
I think only 8.
8 guys.
Only 8.
8 guys. So at this point, if this is real, which I didn't think it was before, but now I feel like it is, unfortunately. She's on 8 at the minute. Imagine knowing you've got 92 to go. Oh God.
Enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I am actually.
I hate when they do this. Is this like the hotel lobby? Like, is nobody asking them? Like, oh, why is a load of lads just here going up to the same room one by one? Is nobody questioning that? Like, why there's 92 lads in the lobby not speaking to each other? Also, it's like, imagine the small talk. What do you talk about? Oh, yeah. Are you excited? Yeah, are you? Yeah. The weather today, it's awful, isn't it? Oh, tell us about it. Like, what do you even... It's just awkward.
First group scene done. That was a lot of fun. And now I'm on to number 16.
Oh, okay. So I didn't realize that. I thought it was one by one. Apparently there's groups. Okay, there might be like an over 25s category or something like the X Factor. I feel like that's kind of cheating, not gonna lie.
I'd say, I think about 70 people through. This is what the room is looking like. Not in the best state. We've kind of got things everywhere. Someone brought me a rose. Oh my god, I forgot to vlog this. Someone brought me a f***ing rose. He was the sweetest boy ever.
Oh my, that is heart-wrenching. That is, oh my, that one guy was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm just going to bring out a rose. You know, I feel like I just need to kind of lift her mood a little bit. Imagine him just standing at the door like this. It might go. This makes us cringe. She also filmed like apparently right after she was done with everybody.
And my eyes are still recovering from all the bodily fluids that went in them.
Lord have mercy on all of us. How have we got to this point? That's what my eyes look like after I've like spent too long in like a jacuzzi or the pool. Do you know what I mean? When they start to sting, I could have went blind. And if we didn't already have too much information about this, she's also released like a 4-part series on TikTok where she's like explained the logistics of it.
I know me as the girl who's been ran through by 101 guys all in one day. I've gotten a lot of questions about the logistics of the day. I think a lot of people think I'm lying or this is rage bait, but obviously I have all the video evidence.
You can keep it.
Because surely then people would subscribe and then as soon as they realise I haven't got them videos, unsubscribe and like, yeah, I might make a little bit of cash this month, but next month no one wants to subscribe because they know I've lied to them. So I'm going to film this in parts because it's quite long.
I kind of hope she is lying, like just for everyone's sake. I really hope she is lying. Also, like I'm being a little harsh on her. The lads that agree to do this, they're equally as bad, if not worse. Why would you agree? It doesn't matter if you're first or it doesn't matter if you're like the 101st. Why would you agree to be in that line? Like that's sick. Like all of you men that queued up. Like what happens if someone like walks past and goes, "Oh yes, he's like queuing for the new trainer drop," and then you've got to explain to a poor, innocent bystander the real reason that you're queuing.
I actually had over 500 applications. I booked in 200 for the day because I knew there was going to be a load of dropouts. I started at about 9 AM and booked 15 people in each hour till about 7 PM, I think.
She had backups. She had late substitutions. It's like a coach on the sideline. There you go, Johnny. You're up, go on. There's just people on like Saturday morning just kind of sitting there hoping they get the call up, just like, come on. This is blowing my mind.
We actually really prioritise groups because obviously if you get a big group of guys in, you're getting your numbers up a lot quicker than if you're doing one-to-one sessions. You're probably wondering why guys would want to go in groups with complete strangers, but obviously I said you can have a little bit more time, like 20-30 minutes if you're in a big group, rather than having like a one-to-one session.
I'm sorry, but like this is like you're going in with strangers, people you don't even know. I don't even know if it's worse if you know them. Is it worse if you know them? Because then you're gonna have to see them again. But then it's strangers, you don't know where they've been. Oh, where? Not for me.
One-to-one groups, I limited them to 5 minutes, but towards the end it was taking so long that I actually brought it down to 2. So the people at the back definitely got a lot less time, which I actually feel really bad about. I think that was one thing I really struggled with, like telling people no and like saying I'm so sorry but like your time's up and like I've got to get on to the next guy. Go to part 2 if you want to hear the rest.
Do you know, like when she says their time's up, like what happens? It's just like, sorry, I've got to go. And he's like, alright, well, cheers, what time you on till? No worries, love, thank you very much, I'll give you 5-star on TripAdvisor.
I actually did it in a very orderly fashion. I had one security guard at the door checking IDs, making sure that obviously of age and who they say they are. Then
there's a bouncer on the door. Hello mate, you got your ID? Oh, there, get your cell in, slap on the bottom, go on.
And I have 4 staff members just making sure the guys are okay, they're fed, hosting, also obviously taking photos of their IDs, making sure they fill out all the paperwork properly, and you know, they're of sound mind and can consent to this.
Do you know, like, this is such a weird thing because she's clearly put a lot of effort into this. Like, this isn't just like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to sleep with 100 people. She's got, like, members of staff feeding the boys. Like, she's taking care. This is just weird though, isn't it? Like, she's kind of explaining it as if this is just a normal thing. As if like, oh yeah, this is sound, I'll just move on with my day now. I don't feel like I can. Just quickly guys, if you haven't already, make sure you press the subscribe button so you can join the Donut family. You'll have loads of videos to binge watch when you're bored, so just press subscribe.
And then I just honestly stuck to the bedroom and was there for about 14 hours. I'm pretty sure I only came out once for one shower out the whole day. And I had another security guard outside my door, just making sure I was safe and everything. Now, like I said in the last part, I gave the guys 5 minutes to film with me at the start, but honestly, it was taking so long for them to come in, have a little small talk with me, take their clothes off, get on the bed, make themselves comfy, and start filming, that it was just taking up so much time, because obviously after they'd finished, they would clean up.
I don't like these interactive meet and greets. They're not for me. What happened to just kind of just saying hello, taking a picture, and then just wishing the best for them? I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like that there's physical touching in this.
Even though we brought down the time limit, we still ended up finishing about 4 hours late. We finished at 11 p.m. at night. It took me 14 hours to get through that many guys, which now I think about it, it's kind of insane. And what was even more insane, I wasn't even sore down there. Like, obviously a little bit sore, but like I could stand, you know, I was kind of fine. I feel like I was made for this. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm used to industry guys who are obviously a lot bigger. Head to part 3 for the rest of the details.
That was the deepest breath I've taken in about 3 years.
You were one of the guys that actually came. You f***ing rock, because we had so many dropouts that on the day I was actually getting super stressed that I wasn't going to make it to 100. We had to invite guys that we hadn't already booked in. So my PA was like rapidly texting guys like, please come.
How does, like, what? How does that DM go? Like, oh, yeah, mate, you don't mind just like coming and shagging the person I work for, do you? That's just a weird DM to receive. They just like, oh yeah, I've got a 3 o'clock. Is that alright? I'll come for 3 o'clock. Don't you worry about that. I'll be there. Stripped down to me boxer shorts ready. Like, imagine begging people to come and like sleep with you. Just so you can get to 100. I want to know what like, you know, our friends think of this and our family. I wonder if they approve of this.
They're coming into a weird environment where they're not really knowing what's going to happen, but they know it's going to get filmed. And obviously there was a big waiting room with all the guys. Some of them were waiting for me for hours, which I felt so bad about. So if you do have any more questions, just ask them below.
If you've waited hours, I'm sorry, but you just need to just call it a day. What? You've waited hours? Really? I'm just imagining this waiting room a little bit like X Factor. Do you know when everyone's just got a number and they like call out your number? You do a little interview, you go in, you do your performance, then you just leave. It's so strange because her demeanor and everything, like, she seems like a normal person. She doesn't seem like she's kind of, I don't know, she doesn't seem, her actions don't match the way that she speaks. It's like so strange. Now, obviously, I mentioned there was 2 people that were like using this blueprint to like get loads of impressions and get loads of views. The second person is the person that we have also reacted to before. She is called Bonnie. In my opinion, I believe she's like 10 times worse than Lily. Just by the phrases she uses, I find this girl really strange.
Okay, so schooling starts in less than 4 weeks and I cannot wait to be back on the Gold Coast, pleasuring barely legal 18-year-olds and of course virgins.
Could you imagine a guy her age saying that? He would be cancelled instantly. Like, instantly. But for some reason, I'm not saying that people think it's okay that she's saying it, but she doesn't seem to get that much flack for it. Like, it's the fact she's not saying legal. She's like playing on the fact they're barely legal. Is that not weird to anyone? She's like getting off on the fact that they could be underage.
Okay, so today I'm going to be sleeping with 23 barely legal 18-year-olds. I'm going to have so much fun pleasuring them. And as always, they can get me on my knees, go for as many rounds as they want.
What does barely legal even mean? Like, what does, realistically, they're at, like, 18 is seen as legal, so what's barely legal? Is that, like, I don't know, their birthday is, like, tomorrow? So, they're basically, like, what's just such a weird turn of phrase, and I feel like you wouldn't get away with this if you were, like, I don't know, is she, like, 30? Like, a 30-year-old man? When I'm doing this video, or whenever I do a video on, like, spicy creators, I always try and, like, check myself to make sure I'm not, like, being, you know, like, misogynistic or anything like that, because obviously I have no issue with, like, people doing that type of content, like, get your bag. But when it's, like, marketed like this, I just find this odd. So whenever she posts videos, they always seem to get took down by TikTok, like they're just not safe for the platform. I believe this one of her saying she wanted to sleep with 100 people got took down.
Hi. Hi, Bonnie. You okay? Who's going first then? Me. You're going first. Do you want to spend 2 minutes with me alone or double it and pass it to the next person? So do you want to be nice to your family and give them longer with me, or are you going to be selfish and do 2 minutes?
Selfish.
You selfish?
Yeah.
Sorry. What? There's families queuing up? This just went to a new, like, I can't deal with this now. This is like, surely this is going to be illegal. Oh, what are you doing today, mate? Oh, we're just going on a family day trip. Oh, where you going? The lakes? Roller coaster park or something? Oh, we're just all going to shag Bonnie Blue. Right? Bonding time. Oh, my lord.
What would you do to me in 2 minutes? Tell me. Are you going to destroy me? I think we should put it to the test.
Oh, this is hard to watch. This is hard to watch. We should have put it in the hard to watch TikToks video. I'm gonna destroy it. Like, that just made us actually be sick in me mouth.
Would you recommend me to a friend?
100 million%.
And what about to all your family members that are queuing out there?
Everybody, it's worth it.
Yeah?
It's worth the wait. You're extremely worth the wait.
Okay, like, the men queuing up for this, they shouldn't be allowed to leave the house. This man just said he would recommend shagging her to his family. What kind of a sentence is that? That is one of the wildest things I've ever heard leave someone's mouth. She's gonna go around for Christmas dinner, she's gonna be in the family cahoot.
But if I had longer with you, you get destroyed.
Exactly. He's going to come back and go again.
100%.
I preferred when I didn't realise if this was a joke or not, but the fact that this is real, it's just horrific. It's like a Black Mirror episode. So like Lily, she did the same thing where she slept with like 100 random people in one night. And this Bonnie has recently went on like a podcast rampage. Like, loads of people for some reason have decided to get her on their podcast. And the clips that come out of it are just kind of odd.
What does your dad say about it?
Honestly, he loves it. Like, obviously doesn't sit watching the videos.
Sorry, your dad loves it. Your dad loves it, does he? Oh, aye, well, he's in the waiting room with the rest of them. Imagine, like, finding out your daughter was doing this. I don't feel like anyone would love it. Like, they might accept it, or they might come to terms with it, but love...
All my social media, my TikToks, he'll have a look at. And he's just proud seeing how happy I am, how much I've been able to support the family. And it's like, it's really changed my life and my family's life. I've got these stamps and it says like, I slept with Bonnie Blue, I want to sleep with Bonnie Blue and stuff. And like, I was practicing them on my dad, and my dad was like, I need to go to the pub after this. And he's got like stamps all up his arms to say he slept with his daughter.
Oh, no. I can feel me eye twitching. What? Your dad's went down to the pub and he's like pretending that he slept with his daughter. Oh, that's mint crack, that. I bet it's an absolute blast down the pub when he comes down. This is just being took to a new level. It's almost as if sleeping with 100 guys isn't enough, that they need to... I don't know why that she's trying to push the incest route. It's like, how far are you going to go with this?
What does your mum think about the fact that... Are they together still?
Yeah.
Okay. Your dad going and someone else. What's her opinion on your opinion of that?
So if my mum wasn't pleasing him, I'd go, what do you expect?
Right. Fair.
Like, he's paying the bills, he's working hard. If you're not doing the bare minimum, he's going to be going elsewhere. Like, and I've got friends that I can recommend.
At least a ball tickle.
Exactly.
At least, yeah.
Maybe a cheeky job.
Well,
like, even if she is joking here, and I don't know if she is, it's just weird. Like, what? You'd want your dad to cheat on your mum because your mum's not having enough sex. Why do you even care about that? That's your parent. No matter what, you want them to stay together if they're already together. I realise this could be rage bait. It's just weird that you would even joke about recommending some of your friends to shag your dad. Like, what type of crack's that? What are we doing here?
I need to give credit to the student. So he gave me this idea.
Okay.
He came with his dad. And I was like, are you joking? I have to say, when I first saw him with his dad, I thought he's going to come and like tell me off.
okay.
No, it was the opposite. He was jealous and wanted to join him.
Together?
I didn't know if that was too inbred.
I mean, you know, when your defense is, that's too inbred, I feel like you just cut it totally. You know, even the word inbred, that just, if that comes up, just stop it there. I don't think we should really start, like, you know, using a scale of inbred. I don't think we should get to that point, in my opinion. Let's just draw the line at the start.
His dad was next door in the same apartment. And I did the son first.
Okay.
Went to see the dad.
Yeah.
I still had his son's liquids on me.
Who was better, the son or the dad?
The son's penis was bigger.
Oh,
the dad was better.
This is actually just disgusting. I don't even have any commentary for this bit. That is just genuinely one of the most vile things I've ever heard. Why would that even leave someone's mouth?
What about if your 25-year-old son wanted to have sex with an 18-year-old?
As long as they're consenting, yeah.
It's a bit more frowned upon. It is though, it is. I'd say it is frowned upon.
This is the first person I've seen like combat what she says. Yeah, but if you just say it well, as long as they're happy, you could just say that for everything. Like the worst thing on planet Earth, you go, well, as long as my son's happy, I'll just turn a blind eye. Like, no.
As a man, I'm 27 years old. I wouldn't go near an 18-year-old girl.
Grandparents, so there was 10 years between them.
I know it's just not right in my eyes for a lad. I feel it's a bit different.
Thank you. Because I've been feeling like a little bit like my opinion's like a bit out there. This is the first person that I've agreed with where it's like, I just don't feel like this is normal.
Like the guy to go and earn more money than them. Then they also want the guy to come home, clean the house, look after the kids. So it's like you can't expect someone to do all of that and then you're not even going to do the bare minimum, which is go down on them. So when they're not doing that, I offer it free.
Or do you think that's okay?
Well, yeah, it's a service they deserve.
So do you think that you're saving marriages by sucking box?
Yeah, because then they're not having like an affair, like an emotional connection with someone.
Well, it is an affair though, isn't it, really? Would you cheat in a relationship?
Possibly. These husbands are telling their wife, like, I'm not happy with how things are in the bedroom. Guarantee you those wives are just going to kick off. Like, they don't ever take any criticism well.
How do you know? How do you know? Also, right, if your boyfriend is cheating on you with Bonnie Blue, you should take that as a compliment. She's doing you a favour. I don't know how, but she's doing you a favour, so thank her. Like, if you sleep with someone, in my opinion, I know everyone's got different kind of boundaries for cheating, but if you sleep with someone, whether it is a professional or a non-professional, that's cheating in my opinion. To me it is. It's arguably worse that you've paid for it because that's just embarrassing. Like, they didn't even want to sleep with you, you've had to pay them to do it. You know it's bad as well when the men are like, don't know if I agree with that one. Guys, let me know your opinion on this person. Like, I try and check myself a couple of times to make sure I'm not, I'm not like clowning this woman for just doing her job, but I just find her kind of vile. I'm not gonna lie. If you would like to watch my previous video on this topic, click this video right here, or watch a brand new video from me right here. I need to sit down.
Kirkham, baby!